Popular leftist streamer Hasan Piker is being scrutinized by the internet over his treatment of his dog Kaya. In a clip that went viral earlier this week, Kaya appears to yelp in pain. At the same moment, Piker reaches, perhaps for something off camera. Take a look.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just just stop.
Now that moment led many people to speculate that Hasan's dog was wearing a shock collar and that she yelped because Hasan had shocked her with a remote that was hiding off screen. Popular YouTuber Tectone writes on X, "I always wondered how Hasan kept his dog behind him all stream. It's because he's been using a shock collar on a setting so high that his dog expletive screams when he uses it. Using your dog as a prop to seem more friendly, relatable, and down to earth when in reality the dog isn't sitting there of her own volition but stays there out of fear."
Piker later posted a video in which he strongly denied the allegations and said that Kaya most likely just accidentally injured herself while stepping on her bed. Let's watch.
This is the one that people are talking about. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. There's the AirTag. There's the fucking vibrator. I understand why people are concerned about it. It's okay. It makes sense why people will be like, oh my God, this person is being abusive if they only saw that clip. People were like speculating because I was like moving around and they're like, oh, he was like hitting a button on his desk. The most insane part about it is that a lot of people were just like automatically under the assumption that I've been like abusing my dog that I love more than most human beings.
The internet remains divided, with some choosing to believe Piker's explanation and others not. Fellow Twitch streamer XQC alleged that the collar was in fact a shock collar and that Piker had removed its prongs before showing it to the camera. You watched this all night and spent your time and your day off yesterday.
I was off Rising yesterday. And
so
I spent
break it down for me.
I'm investigating this. So I don't like Hasan Piker very much in terms of his commentary. I think he's pretty nuts. That said, I carefully studied the video, and also I'm a big softie for dogs and animals in general. I used to have two wonderful, gorgeous little Yorkies I love so much. One of them has since passed away of old age. It happens, it's fine, it's sad. Love them, love dogs, don't want them ever mistreated. Maybe shock collars are appropriate in some instances if you're trying to train a dog not to wander off a property. Some people use them as like kind of virtual
don't get hit by a car or
fencing.
something, yeah.
So you can keep them, you can let them, go to the lawn and they learn not to go. I don't know. It's debatable. Whatever. It shouldn't be used in this case. I don't actually think, or I'm not convinced that he actually shocked the dog. His explanation was that it has its paws hurt or something, and it stepped. And if you watch carefully, the supposed shock corresponds to when the dog takes a step onto the thing. Like, it does look like maybe it's putting weight on a paw or a leg that is sore. That is what I think happened. Yeah. So without more evidence that it was shocked, I have to, innocent until proven guilty here.
He looked back a little concerned, and if he shocked him, I guess it wouldn't be that concerned look back. He would know what he just did.
It's such a sad noise. You don't like to hear a dog make it, but it's like I remember every now these little Yorkies I had scurrying around, and if you don't see it, I've stepped on its foot before, and then you get that little squeal, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, my baby. It happens.
Well, I have an English bulldog.
Yeah.
Never put a shock collar on him.
Yeah.
His name's Jiggly.
Jiggly?
Yeah.
Jigglypuff?
like the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
And
now you're talking.
I'll bring
You
a
brought
picture
the
next time.
bulldog to DC?
Well, he's in New York. My family's watching him for me in the meantime.
Okay.
But
he's coming to DC?
He'll come to DC soon.
I didn't know that.
Yes. It's a lot. I got like a Brady Bunch going on over here. So we started with the partner, then the baby, the dog comes last.
But that is difficult to downscale into a small, not down.
Oh yeah, we had a house.
From a house in Colorado to, here you get a little bit less space to be part of our glorious city with a kid and a dog.
We are protected, though, by the military in the middle of the street, so that's temporarily.
I love that. Yeah,
that's
that's
lovely
great.
for us, I guess.
Jiggly will feel very safe.
He'll feel very safe and protected in these dog streets.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, Robbie, that looked a little bit like he shocked him at the same moment.
Yeah.
And I don't want to accuse him of anything, but he said, stop. What was the dog doing that bothered him so much? Getting up is not allowed. Like, it's a dog. It's a dog in a house.
To his insane rant.
And you want him to stay in that rectangle for how long? How long does this man stream? I'm assuming at least an hour. Like,
this was his 18th consecutive hour of ranting about how capitalism is violence or something.
yeah, my dog doesn't sit anywhere for it. Like, he parades around the kitchen, and then that's why it's going to be hard to downsize a little bit. But
My dogs they like to sit on top of people. They hated to see a lap that was left.
I want to take a poll from our audience. I think he might have shocked him, and then he just tried to clean up and show whatever he could.
Justice for Kaya.
Kaya is the dog's
Justice for Kaya. We got to
name.
figure that out.
And people get real passionate about their animals, so I would really advise him, if he's going to stream all day, to be super cautious. Less than your political ideologies, be cautious about the way you treat a pet, because people feel extremely strongly
Kid
about
agrees. Our studio director agrees.
Yeah, he literally was like, oh, I care about my dog some more than some people.
Control
he said
room
that.
agrees.
And a lot of people feel that way. If you treat an animal wrong, yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Yeah, like my daughter always says, you're going to jail. No, not going to jail. I don't want to send, I'm not Trump. I don't want to send Piker to jail, but I think he should not do that. So if he's using that, hopefully this is a lesson and he stops. His dog deserves to roam freely while he streams for 18 hours.
Lots more to talk about on Rising. Stay with us.